First we start with low standing in hands. Caitlin steps into the base's hands, takes a step, gets knee over foot, steps up, then again knee over foot, steps up, then we do a ladder up and a ladder down, working together to make sure that the weight stays in the leg that is more comfortable for the flyer or the base, whichever needs to happen. Some people prefer the bent leg, some people prefer the straight leg. Next we have going straight to up as opposed to stopping at the lower end. So again, steps in, knees over toe, bent leg, steps up onto that straight arm, and back down. Just working a ladder up and then a negative down, working that strength for a press. Ladder up, negative down. Just taking as slow as you can on the way down for the base. Always resisting thinking about going back up. And then, after you've mastered the negatives, you should be able to begin pressing. And then, if possible, try to lower back down over your head under control. Next, we have jump straight to high. By this time, you should be comfortable enough with high that you can jump straight in and go for some presses. As many as you like. You can do sets of this or just one set, however you feel, how many ever you need. Then a lift up from overhead and back down, all under control. Then we have a lift up and a sit up. This is not as strong as you might think. This is much more about technique and figuring out how far to tip the flyer forward so that it actually pulls the base up rather than thinking about doing a sit-up. Then we move on to standing. We start with shoulder squats because it gets the base used to having the weight on top of you. First off, we had holding the flyer in. Secondly, if you can get comfortable enough to do it without holding their legs. And then we can move on to standing in hands and doing the same thing, squatting as low as you can go while keeping your chest up. And then moving to pause squats. We use a metronome to help maintain the same pace.